this is a cut from the first mission of the game. And really what we're doing is establishing the UNSC presence on the Ark. Now, what we really wanted to do, we had a few goals with the game. What we're looking at now is, well, you're seeing right there, just great graphics and really great player feedback as well. Big focus on tracer fire, making it very clear who's shooting at you, what you're shooting at. And really, we like to call it internally an action RTS. So very quick to action and a lot of fun just blowing stuff up. So there's some spectacular explosions, some great effects. You know, at this point, I think we're going to, yeah, there's some good boom there. We're going to start to see some flame effects pretty quickly. We just wanted to put a lot of focus on just making the game look beautiful and a huge focus on control as well. And really, how do you make an RTS for everyone, right? RTS can be a bit of a...
Yeah, very daunting genre.
Absolutely, right? It can be really challenging. Always my favorite genre when I was growing up. I was a big PC RTS player. So I'm really sensitive to the fact that, you know, a lot of my gamer friends growing up were like, oh, that's really scary. I don't know about that. So you're going to see, there's just some great effects and some great flame right there. We're going to focus a lot on very classic multiplayer modes that RTS players want and expect, but we've also got a number of brand new styles of multiplayer that we're going to be talking more about as we get closer to launch. That is going to be something that a more casual gamer or somebody who's really never played an RTS before can jump in and enjoy.
I actually do want to dig into that because you use terms like action RTS and making sure that there's stuff for the casual. That's obviously going to be tricky to balance with how many people are obsessed with the competitive RTS scene.
Yep.
What's the plan there?
So great question. The plan is really to treat them as different people, right? I mean, these are very, very different kinds of gamers. So we announced a beta today at the Microsoft conference that's going to focus on a couple of our more competitive classic style RTS modes, like your classic deathmatch mode, for example, where you and I build our respective bases, we build our armies, and we go at one another. And for me, that's going to be one of those very classic modes that your more hardcore RTS player is going to want to enjoy. We've got some other modes coming, again, that we're not talking about at this point, but that are going to be very simple, a lot quicker to get into the action, take some of the strain off of resource management and things like that, so people can just focus on building a really badass army and getting into the action.
And of course, I have to ask about the fact that you're talking about releasing on different platforms. How did you sort of deal with the control puzzle there?
Yeah, one thing definitely want people to hear is, we're not just porting console controls over to PC. Mouse and keyboard is very, very different, and we wanted to be very, very true to that. We've got a number of things we wanted to take advantage of, like groupings, for example, right? Multiple groupings on a mouse and keyboard. Just the quick nature of it, the ability to navigate the map really, really quickly, as well as a few other PC functions that, again, we're going to be talking a little more about. But yeah, so it's always for me, like, what's the best interface for the console or the PC that you're playing on, right? So we have a specific set of controls for that console controller, and we have a different set of controls for the mouse and keyboard player, so it feels a lot more, specialized.
Well, Dan, I'm really excited you came out to share Halo Wars 2 with us.
My pleasure.
Dan Ayoub from 343.